Okay, so let's look at the second question of the assignment questions that I posted. There's this question which says a solid metal cuboid measures 10 centimeters, 6 centimeters, and 3 centimeters. Okay, and then it says show that 16 of these solid metal cuboids will fit exactly into a cuboid which has internal measurements of 40 centimeters by 12 centimeters and by 16 centimeters. So I want to start by saying there are two ways that we can use to show that 16 of these would fit into that sort of another box. But I'm going to go the normal way, the easy way, then I'll show you the second method. So the most important thing is first finding the volume of this cuboid here. So we know that the volume of this cuboid would be 10 times 6 times 3, okay, which gives us 180 cubic centimeters, okay, which is one of these, boxes. And then we also need now to know the volume of this other cuboid, which is measuring 40, 12, and 6. So we say 40 times 12 times 6, okay, which will then give us something like 2,880 cubic centimeters. So when we do this, we just now divide 2,880 by 180. So then we're going to say 2,880 divided by 180. You see that the answer that you get is 16, okay? So then it means 16 of these boxes would fit in that other box, which is measuring 40 by 12 by 6. This is one method. The other method that you can use, which is not so common, I'm going to do it from here, is this method. You see that this big box here measures 40, and then the other box measures 10. So if we use similar shapes or congruent shapes as we did in mathematics, you'd find that 10 goes into 40 4 times, okay? That's now the ratio that we're using. And then if you look at this width, that goes by 6 centimeters. It goes into the 12, which is the corresponding side, 2 times, okay? And then if you look at the height, which is 3 centimeters, it goes into its similar height of the bigger box 2 times, okay? So you can see if we do the ratio, we still get 16, okay? So which means there's 16 of these boxes into that big box. So there is this method which you can use using similar shapes, or you can use the method for finding the volume of this box and the other box, and then you just do your mathematics by division. Okay, then there is the second part, which is a very nice question, because if we use this method, then it means it's straightforward. That's why it's 1 mark. Calculate the volume of one metal cuboid. The volume of one metal cuboid, which I'm not so sure whether they are talking about this one or the big one. The volume of one metal cuboid, which is this one that I know, is 180, because we found it already. Cubic centimeters. We should not forget the cubic centimeters. Okay. Then there is this part here, which is part C. If you remember, there's always that question on the mass and the volume. Part C says 1 cubic centimeter, so we know that 1 cubic centimeter is weighing 8 grams, okay? The box has a mass of 600. Now, I know the box that they are talking about is the bigger box, which is this one. Okay, it's got its own mass of 600 grams. They're saying calculate the total mass of the 16 cuboids that were fit into the big box, including the box itself, which is weighing 600 grams. Okay. So here, what we first need to know is to know the volume of one metal cuboid, which is the small one, or the smaller one, which we found here, which is 180. Okay. So now, if one box is 180 cubic centimeters, okay, then 16 boxes are going to have 180 times 16 boxes, which if you do that, with your mathematics, you're going to find that 180 times, so 180 times 16 gives you 2880. Okay, so then this means we've got a volume of 2880 cubic centimeters. Okay, this is the volume, the total volume of the 16 boxes. But then we know that 1 cubic centimeter is 8 grams, sorry. So we multiply this by 8 to find the weight of the 16 boxes. So if you do that by 8, you find that your answer is going to be equal to 23,040 grams. Okay, so this is for the 16 boxes, but they say the total mass, so we add now 600 grams to that so that we can find the total mass of the box in grams, including the 16 other small boxes that were fit in. So if you do that, you'll find that you get 23,640 grams, which is the answer that they need here because it says in grams. Part B obviously was going to be in kgs. So in kgs, we just divide that by 1,000. I'm going to write here, then the answer will just be 23.64 kg. This is a very nice question. I like this method for answering question 1, or this method. Very nice. And then to talk about part C, the most important thing is knowing that 1 cubic centimeter is 8 grams. Then we need first to know the cubic centimeters of 16 similar boxes, which we did 180 times 16, which gave us 2,880. Then we multiply that by 8, which gave us 23,040 grams. And then plus 600, which is this in grams, and then that can be converted to kgs to that. So this is question 2 of the questions I gave you for the assignment. I think this is it. The other questions I think are similar. So yeah, enjoy your time revising.